This video is brought to you by Tokyo Treats and Sakura Co., but more on them later. I want to give a huge shout out to Sakuga Blog because a bulk of this video is based on their article, Spy Family and the Messy History, Dynamics, and the Intent of Anime Co-Productions. I honestly learned so much from this piece of content, so if you guys are interested in learning more, I've included a link to their actual article down below. Let's talk Spy Family anime. We could all agree this anime took the anime world by a storm. When it came out, I was flipping in excitement, spinning around like a kebab, and punching random people at Times Square. The excitement was endless. But what if I were to tell you there is a dark truth behind the production of this said series? Not dark in the sense like Mappa, where you have to sell your soul and become a Mark Zuckerberg lizard man. I mean dark in the sense that WIT Studios and Cloverworks got all the credit and all the other studios that helped out on this project got sidelines with minimum exposure. But before we get to that conclusion, let's try our best to understand how the Spy Family anime project came to be. This was the genesis of this project. Animation distribution juggernaut Toho approaches WIT Studios to pitch the Spy Family anime project. WIT formally accepts and shortly after joins forces with Cloverworks to make this whole thing officially a WIT Studio / Cloverworks co-production project. On paper, everything made sense. This collaboration naturally happened because WIT Company board member Tetsuya Nakatake was best of buddies with Cloverworks star animation producer Yuichi Fukushima. This project was also split down in the middle. WIT produces odd number episodes and Clover handles the even ones. Fundamental roles like direction and writing will lean more towards on WIT because this is the studio where Toho originally pitched to, but when it came to groundwork and animation, it was all 50-50. The goal of this setup was just to achieve consistent production in the long run. Now the question arises, was this all set up purely out of WIT's Nakatake and Clover's Fukushima's artistic desires to work together? I don't think so. Hopefully, if you look at the state of each anime studio when Toho originally made the pitch to WIT, you will be able to read between the lines. First with Cloverworks. At this point, it's pretty well known that Clover is notoriously known for giving their star animation producers multiple concurrent projects each. In this case, Fukushima's team just wrapped up Akebe-chan at the end of March of 2022 and are now jumping directly into Spy Family, where episode 1 aired at the beginning of April 2022. On the flip side of the coin, with WIT Studios, their animation producers literally just wrapped up the Bubble animation project, which dropped on April 28th, 2022. So literally, there was a production overlap between WIT's Bubble and the Spy Family project. So this is the bottom line. Yeah, this collab may have been sparked by WIT's Nakatake being buddy-buddy with Clover's Fukushima, but the god truth is that each respective studio cannot tackle this project alone. But thankfully, this anime project did not go up in complete smokes. Like, we didn't read a Japan Times article where a WIT animator Yakuza 0 murked the fool from Cloverworks. And we know Clover has a huge stain on their production past. Wonder Egg priority. Spy Family anime was a smashing success and WIT and Clover got all the love and glory. End of story, right? Going back to the Sakuga Blog article, there is a sad truth to all of this. But before we go any further, a quick word from my sponsors, Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co. What this is exactly is a monthly Japanese snack subscription box where every month you're getting the most exquisite, most elegant exclusive snacks that you can only get in Japan. Starting off with Tokyo Treats, what this is thinking about snacks you can get at your local Japanese convenience store. It's kind of like pop Japanese snacks. And if you're feeling a little bit more elegant, like Headmaster Henderson, I recommend you Sakura Co., which is leaning more towards the traditional Japanese snacks. A lot of these snacks come from shops where they've been making the same snack for 100+ years. A cool feature too is every month there's a different theme, and this time around it's going to be centered around Skimi, which is moon viewing. It's a Japanese festival paying ode to the September autumn moon and also giving gratitude around a good harvest, and finally giving good vibes for the upcoming year. Damn, man! Thicker than Lizzo! Itadakimasu. It just tastes like regular bread, but a little bit sweeter. It's like Hawaiian bread. I'm gonna trigger a lot of people and not even snap it in half. For my close friends, y'all might know, I really like that citrus flavor. Lemon, orange, those kind of flavors always hit the spot, so this is right up my alley. Salt lemon Kit Kat. So that was Tokyo Treats. Their Moon Festival munchies, really good stuff. Now, this is something that I'm really excited about, Sakura Co. And the biggest reason why is not only do you get really good Japanese snacks, you also get tableware. So every month you're getting a tableware. How amazing is that? And for this one, Sakura Co, it's gonna be called Kyoto Moon Festival Box. They collaborated with Kyoto local government, and AKA Kyoto was also the origins of the Moon Festival, Moon Viewing Festival. All right, I don't have a spoon, so we're gonna do this the ghetto style. That's fire, bruh. Have a sip of my Japanese tea as well. You know, gotta look proper, gotta look elegant. Not bad. The next thing I want to try out is this matcha snack. I can already tell this is gonna be good. Wow, it's like 2 graham crackers and they put like matcha jam in the middle of it. I don't know how to explain this. It's fire. Yeah, so if these boxes interest you at all, definitely use my code YEMAN for $5 off your first box with either Tokyo Treats or Sakura Co. And all the info is gonna be down below. Back to the video. I wanna bring up one word, outsourcing. This is a super common practice where the main production company would outsource to a lot of different smaller anime production companies and freelancers. Now, the line where the main production company relies on the smaller companies often gets blurred. In extreme examples, you have Darling in the Franxx. Originally, this project was supposed to be a co-production between A1 Pictures / Cloverworks and Trigger. But what ended up happening was the project's groundwork and execution was literally carried out by Aniplex's subsidiaries. It got bad to the point that Trigger did not even touch the entire second half of this show. And the messed up thing is, in press releases to promote Darling in the Franxx, it made it seem that Trigger did all the heavy lifting. Boy, if you don't sit your ass down. Now, I'm not saying WIT and Clover Studios went to this length, but if you pull up Spy Family anime credits, it doesn't look too good. Second Key Animation, this is where animators clean up the work of key animators. With Spy Family, 31 studios. And guys, we gotta check out this part. In between animation, which is literally the bulk of the work for a given anime episode, 39 studios in total. And if you go to the Clover section for in between frames, they only worked on the ending sequence, episode 2, and episode 12, versus WIT, who worked on episode 1, 3, and 12. So you're literally telling me episode 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in between animation is completely outsourced? To really illustrate how insane this is, we're gonna bring in the main bae, Kyoto Animation, KyoAni. Let's focus on one of their really popular series, Violet Evergarden, which you can't get any more fluid in terms of animation like this and intricate in detail. Additionally, Violet Evergarden had one more episode than Spy Family at 13 episodes. Guess how many studios worked on Violet's in-between animation? I'll give you a second to guess. 3 studios. And not only that, one of the 3 is Studio Blue, which is actually the Korean animation studio arm of KyoAni. And if you really look into it, the other studios they helped out on the last 3 episodes, which is really crunch time for many of these animation projects. This is actually insane. So Spy Family Anime had 1,200% more help on their in-between animation in relation to Violet Evergarden. So on paper, this is what we have. Spy Family was born out of mutual respect by 2 animation heads and was faithfully able to adopt Endo's work through the joint work of the famous animation studios WIT and Clover Studios. That's the PR version, and if you really remove the glitz and glamour, this is what it is. WIT and Clover Studios both worked on Spy Family Anime out of pure necessity due to each animation staff being on the brink of complete burnout, and additionally, they were fundamentally assisted by over 50 animation studios. The latter is a reality, but of course for marketing purposes, they're never ever going to go with that narrative. I don't want to villainize Clover or WIT specifically. You know, this business model is adopted by every other studio. And unless every anime studio magically turns into KyoAni overnight, I don't see this going away anytime soon. I just want you, the anime consumer, to not get too sold on the official brandings and not fully trust the PR focused summaries of these different anime projects. Understand that for every Spy Family anime, there are literally 50 plus other companies helping out behind the scenes that are being completely ignored. So yeah, I hope you learned something today from this video. Thank you to Sakuga Blog for that amazing piece, and also today's video sponsors Tokyo Trees and Sakura Co for sponsoring this video. Anyways guys, that's all for today. This has been your boy Yeman. Peace out.